Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody. How you guys doing? Let's see. Hi. Yes. My face is over here. Maybe it's a little small. So I mean, it's a good size for a league, but we can maybe bump it up a little bit right there. Bam. I'm going to use this overlay today, or this lack of an overlay, because well, wasn't that fun? All right. So we're going to use this lack of an overlay today because last week was just a pain with trying to make sure that stuff was visible and that you guys were able to see things and all of that. So, yeah, exactly. Which is what happened to my camera. Why? There we go. All right, we're back. There we go. So we've got some stuff that we can just kind of work on. We've got some beats in the background. We had our first playtest this past weekend. We're trying to set up another playtest on hopefully Saturday. Thank you. How's that? Is that better? There you go. Yeah. Look at us. We're professionals. We're doing all right, kids. We're doing all right. So what do we want to do? So I really want to solidify some design things, right? I don't want to have to put a book out. I want the game to be kind of instinctual. I want it to make sense. I don't know that it does right now. I think it makes sense to gamers. I think it makes sense when you do it. But I don't know that it makes sense. And is it the worst thing to put out a book? I don't think so. It's not. But it is. You know, having a place where everything is written down is good. That's all very well and good, and it should. Me, the designer, control the amount of damage. Yeah. Exactly. And that's kind of one of the things I want to look at as well. Is like there's a lot of fancy ways to do injuries. There's a lot of fancy ways to do damage. But are they adding to the system? It's kind of a very tight line to walk, and it's one that I'm genuinely not sure about. Thank you for the lurk, Pixie. It's one I'm genuinely not sure about. If you guys are around, I would really, really love to hear your thoughts and feelings on this, because the design here is so the types of injuries, you know, I think for flexibility would probably be better if it was like a class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4 injury, right? So that they maybe up to 5, right? Yeah. So cards to design. Magic cards. I think magic cards are something that needs to get designed. But I think instead of doing full spells, hey T.E. Graves, nice to see you. Thank you for the love. I think instead of designing full spells, having maybe on a element, having something like a set of guidelines as to what and how you do stuff is... Hey, Yellowfish. Thank you, Bex. Thank you for the love. I think having on there some guidelines as to what and how things are done will be helpful, right? I didn't really have time to put those on those rules on there for the playtest. And I think that is important. Because I want part of it, part of me really wants it to be, the math to be simple enough that it's quick. You know what I mean? And I don't think that the adding everything up and then taking the hit points off of that, we're back in doing D&D math. And D&D math is great. But we have a chance to do something different, right? So let's do something different. We're doing cards. Cards are the thing the character creation went phenomenally. Love that. That's staying. That's what we got. Dice rolling under. I love that as an idea because people love dice. And rolling low is a novel mechanic. The difficulty is set by the dice is set by the opponent. And by the challenge, by the scenario, by the world, by the whatever. And the how good you are at it is based fully on your skill, right? So, what do we do to make the character development as evocative as it was, right? To make the skill layout a little faster, maybe a little more... Or actually, you know what? I might Dark Souls this up. Might create... Well, what I mean by that, Pixie, is the... So it's a riddle trick. It's a riddle trick, right? And you as a somebody that loves puzzles and escape rooms and things like that would 100% know what this is, right? But for instance, especially with like kids and gamers and people playing new games, you kind of have to treat them like kids. But if you tell somebody that the puzzle boxes, if you show somebody a puzzle and they know that will open a lock, right? Then they assume that that is the only way to open the lock. Whereas if I give players a set of nebulous tools to use, then they define the limits of what they can and can't do. I should give ingredients and not recipes. Does that make sense? I should give spicy, evocative ingredients. Hey, Tristan. That's my thought. More ingredients that tickle the brain, that tickle the excitement center. You know what I mean? That's a clip waiting to happen. So I've been digging around in this for a little while. Yeah, Tristan, don't worry about it. It's not that good. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, Voodoo. It's similar to that. It's along those lines, right? So what cards have what details? That's going to be an important question, right? I'm gonna rename this, and then I'm gonna move it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Playtest 1 characters can go way over here. I don't need those. Right? Sheet 4, this is my list of spell names. I'm just going to delete this. I don't need this. Whatever I came up on that, I can come up with again later. But there's a thing in Dark Souls or Elden Ring where it doesn't teach you. Thank you, Mike. It doesn't tell you that you can do certain things, but it never tells you you can't either. And that's how a lot of people figure out you can do all this weird shit, right? So, sheet 1, we're going to rename this Playtest 1 cards, right? This is going to be Magic card charts. There we go. So things I like about this. The names mostly. Love the names. The points here are fine. Adding these up to get the hit point system was, I felt like, an unnecessary amount of math. A slowing amount of math. Necessary? Yes. But I like the idea of I want to find a way to just as quickly as I can, right? I give it a little riffle. We do the overhand. I deal out in a loud way, so maybe the mic is picking them up. I deal out a bunch of cards to somebody, and I tell them, hey, lay them out like this. And let's begin. That's the goal. That I think would be the achievement, right? Because as much as I love deck building systems, that's a different game. That's a game that I should make, and I will make at some point. But that is a game for people that love mechanics and systems, and and this can be that, but I don't think it starts there. It doesn't start there. Pardon me, I'm still a little sick. I will be huffing on occasion, so I sincerely apologize for that. I love these. I love physical, mental, social, arcana, and I might change arcana just so that it is more evocative. But I like the idea of arcana. Am I okay? Yeah, ish, mostly. A little manic. A little uncomfortable. Always a little manic and uncomfortable. Mostly just concerned about my job. Not that it's going poorly, but anytime it's not perfect, I'm gonna have a heartbeat of panic. Yeah, I am a little manic at the moment. Do I need something? No, Tristan. No. Just your presence and support, my friend. Your opinions on my game mechanics as I can work through them, So, for instance, this one was a poor. This was a poor mistake. This was a mistake. The reason that one was a mistake. Let's go there. And let's go look at, where are my designs? There we go. So the reason that one was a mistake was it prescribed an ability that meant other people did not have that ability, right? And I don't want that. Sometimes that should be, but it shouldn't be something like read emotions. It should be a bonus to read emotions, if that makes any hint of sense. Something unexplained, devotee, criminal. Soldier, investigator, sailor, entertainer, craftsman, academic, watcher of the wild. What was it? What card am I even looking for? Broken. Broken home, broken family. Broken. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. I have some placeholder art I want to stick on them. But I like the kind of Art Deco style with it. I think it is good. He's good. Let me think. So we've got that. Yeah. Let's pop over here. Okay. Item list. Action list. List of things to do. Apologies. Okay. Make magic cards. Assess stats. Decide about damage bookkeeping. What? Oh, yeah. Actually, it probably is Voodoo. Rename. Central card info. And then monster card info. Okay. So make magic cards. Let's make a card. Let's make a magic card. Off the template. Sure. I'm gonna start a new design. I'm gonna go for a new design. Yeah. Create a design. Custom size. We were going with 3 by. Oh no, not pixels, inches. 3. No. Now you're just being silly. 3 by 5. At the immediate moment, Tristan, no, I don't think we need help with something right this second. No. Here we go. That changed. That looks dumb. I don't like it. Frames. Graphics. There we go. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a big fan of it. Ooh. This is less fancy than I would like it to be. Yeah, I know I can save my favorites, but that means I have to commit to something, and we all know how excited I am to do that. Right, because they're all slightly off. I have to do a little hodgepodge. Yeah, I can, baby, I know. The ones I used, I know where they are, too. I was just exploring for a second. Because part of me feels like if they are used for a different purpose, they should look different. Oh, and these should be a different size, actually. Yes. Go away. I don't want you anymore. Go away. What is this? Move to trash. Can you tell me the size of playing cards? We looked those up. Playing card size in inches. 2.5 wide by 3.5 tall. Yeah. 2.5 wide by. No, not that. That. 2.5. You motherfucker. No, we were using 3x5. 2.5 by 3.5. Yeah. Yeah. Why it put them in a different, or like it's the same ratio, but it's different size. Okay. I'm gonna come here. We're gonna go with frames, graphics. Let's see all. Ooh, what are you? Oh, you're fancy. Kind of like that. All right. This is all obviously not important, but I mean ultimately important, but not immediately important. So let's not waste too much time with it, shall we? Yeah, that one's better. So there we go, and then let's see, Control D, move you, and flip horizontal. You come here, boop. Control D, move you, flip vertical. Boom, Control D, move you, flip horizontal. There we go. Oh yeah. Oof, that's a good time. Man, I will have to look that up on another folder. Yeah, it mixes Art Deco with kind of a runic feel, right? Which is awesome. Oh, that's a little, yeah, that's something. There we go. Take that. And let's go to text. Add a text box. And, oh. What is it? Titled brand kit. What is... Which one did I... Where is it? It was like a roller coaster one, right? Now this I should save, because this I would want to stay the same throughout. Fonts. What? What? No. I don't know. I don't need you. Go away. Stop it. Stop it. You go away. You go away. Fonts. Art Deco. Downtown baby, rolling the rain, boom boom baby, let it go. Shimmy shimmy, come on, listen to me now. Light it up and where did it go? Art Nouveau stamp. Grand Hotel. Metropolis, Tropica. It's not a script. It's a little like Lobster. I'll look for it. That? Was that it? Was it Roller Coaster Seraph? Oh, alright. Cool. Nice. Thank you. Nice. Good. Well, I'm glad. One, I'm glad you remembered it. Two, I'm glad it was useful for you. Three, just glad in general. So, magic. Let's look over here. So these are sort of what I had considered the ideas and ways in which to, I guess, use magic. Kind of given it shapes that it can take, shapes that people can use to manipulate things with, right? And then some of these get a little more esoteric. I think leaving out just a raw arcane power, maybe attributing those to law and chaos, could be a fun thing because I do want to play with affinities later on. And I think having something that is both simple and in-depth is ultimately the goal. So let's begin with basic elements: fire, water, wind, and earth. Needs to be evocative, needs to have something. We'll start with fire. Can't just call it fire magic. Flamecraft novice. So that tells us that there's a way to get better at it, and it's actually very specific in what that means. You know what I mean? You know. Are these even? Yeah, they are. Right. There was else. Name bar. That's the one I used. Do you have any other similar ones? See all. Makes that sort of punch a little bit. What is that? Oh. Well, but I can't see any of them. Well, isn't that dumb? Or am I just blind? A little bit of both. Oh, okay. On the lighter one, you can see it. That works. The wood, the banner, but we're kind of, I like the Art Deco that I've got living here, kind of about it, so we'll stick with that for now. All right, text, add a text box. Yeah, actually, and yeah, that is the one. Yeah, I recognize them G's, all about them dockets, yo. Yeah, we can go with that. We're gonna need to take that down to this. Or actually, you know what? Maybe not as far as maybe not novice. If your improvement and mastery of it came not came not through a level up in like a titled class. I feel like Flamecraft Novice is more along a titled class, whereas if you're just picking up additional abilities that you can then apply to your fire crafting, probably work better. Excuse me just a moment. Oh my lord. Okay. I think I can breathe. Fire starter. Blazing right. Fireborn, Flameborn. Got it. The Fire Tamer. Theming. Stick with me. Okay. We're going to do this. We're going to split this up so I can look at these two ideas at once and kind of push that together. What? What just happened? Oh, there you go. You have the power to... to manifest fire in your hands. Control existing is probably a better way of putting that. Need some other language first, I think. For every point of arcane value you spend, you may no. Let me control 1 cubic foot of 1 cubic foot more is a volume measurement. Distance is at a distance of X feet. Damage X. There it is. Make a magic test. If successful, you may shape, control, or radiate fire. Determines how much and how strong the fire is. One AV is equal to 1 cubic foot not shape, manifest. One foot in size or volume. 1 point of damage. At 5 feet of range. And 5 feet of range. Or each value must be increased individually. The only problem with that is that it doesn't make sense that the damage, fire's hot anyway. Fire should deal damage, right? So 5 feet of range, 1 foot in size or volume. These values must be increased individually. for every damage dealt equals the entire AV arcane value. The entire arcane value. Yeah. Make a magic test. If you succeed, you may manifest, control, or radiate fire. So that sentence, I think, needs to be on the other card. No. Maybe. Look at me. This is how I work. AV value is 1 foot in size or volume. Cubic foot. I think I need to specify a cubic foot, right? One foot cubed in size or volume. In size or volume. Or 5 feet of range. These values must be increased individually. You are immune to fire you create. Up to your arcane value. Mega Magic Test. If successful, you may manifest, control, or radiate fire. Your arcane value determines how much and how strong the fire is. One AV is equal to 1 cubic. I have to put the FT back in there. 1 cubic foot in size or volume, or 5 feet of range. These values may be increased, must be increased individually. Damage dealt equals the entire arcane value. You are immune to fire you create. You are resistant to fire you control up to your arcane value. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad. It's solid. It explains everything you can do. It doesn't tell you anything you can't do. So you can do more, but it gives you the tools to do this, which is good. Water. Walker, weirder, swimmer, gatherer, bucketer, bit by breaker. There's gonna be art. There's gonna be art. There's gonna be art. That's why. For aesthetic purposes. I suppose I could do cards that just have a bunch of text on them, but I feel like that's overwhelming. And part of what I want for this is to be accessible. Right? Yeah. Part of what I want is to be able to I want it to be accessible. A synonym for a person that does a thing. The water painter. That. So for water, you cannot manifest it or radiate it. You may control, gather, or shape water. The shape of water! Oh. I guess how strong the water is, how resilient. It can be a little more... I went with painter, so that, again, evocative, but also a little more esoteric, a little more... they should sound like tarot cards, is what I've also come to realize. The water is. Should these all be 5-foot squares, 5-foot cubes? That is the most common measurement that people are going to use. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um... Um... So there's something I need to specify about damage not requiring volume. It should say may. 5 feet of range. Don't like how long this has gotten. Um... Well, should it? Maybe it shouldn't. Maybe it... Move through it unimpeded. Right. Yes. Yeah, potentially. Okay. Well, hold on. Let's get through these 4. All right? So there's that. Let's see. How does it... On a successful magic test. Okay, good. Let's come back up here. There we go. Duplicate. Nope. Alright. Earthshaper, Tender, Gardener, the Earth Licker, the Earth Pusher, the Earther, the yeah. Yeah, it's well, you're the only one paying attention, so. The Breaker, Shaper, Molder. What's somebody that makes pots? Like a potter, I guess? Yeah, potter. Potter. What's it called? Earth Sculptor. Sculptor. Yep. Control, gather, or shape. Yeah, I think that's going to be the same. I appreciate it, Bex. Thank you. Please don't get in an accident because I'm being silly. Throw clay. Potters also throw clay. Yep. You gotta throw the hump. Not Bex. Fish. Sorry, fish. Sorry. I'm not good with names. I'm so sorry. Please don't get in an accident, but thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being a better person than me. Yay! And move through the earth unimpeded. And impedes others. And slows others. Okay. And Wind Waker. Oh wait, that's a game. Wind Breather. Aw, thank you. I genuinely appreciate that. Very much so. Dancer is often associated with wind. The Aerialist. Wind-willed. Types of creationary artist. Singer. Wind singer. No. Wind. double chimed the what? What? Air Nomad, Air Huffer, Air Blaster, Air Tunnel, Wind Tunnel. Actually, that might. The Gale Gripper. Shape Air. You fall safely from great. Projectiles you shoot. Bonus equal to your arcane value. There you go. Okay, so I've got basic elements, right? Right, Dakota. Thank you. So what is, how do I save this? How do I name this? What am I doing? What's wrong with my life? What have I done? What? Oh. Hope you're there. Yes. Okay. So, in an instance here, instead of So, Spellslinger. You're particularly adept at launching magic. Great distances. You may fire projectiles of all energies at your command. Of all energies at your command. Let's see. As a spellslinger, you're particularly adept at launching magic. Just launching magic. Great distances is subjective and not informative. Of any energy at your command. Of any force. Of any force at your command. You may test mental and physical to add your arcane value. To add an arcane stat to your affinity value. Affinity value is what that other one needs to say. Um, as a spell slinger, you're particularly adept at launching magic. You may fire projectiles of any force at your command. Huh. I am so spinning my wheels at the moment. But I'm close. And I know I'm close. On a complex test, add two arcane values. Arcane stats. To your affinity value. As a spell slinger, you are particularly adept at launching magic. You may fire projectiles of any force at your command. Magic tests. As a spell slinger, you may test mental or physical to add an arcane stat to your affinity value. On a complex test, add 2 arcane stats to your affinity value for this action. For this action. Okay. Set your affinity value. I don't know, guys. I don't know. So, first of all, this should probably be down here. And then we can get rid of this. Just put magic test up top. Test mental or physical to add an arcane stat to your affinity value. To manipulate forces. To manipulate forces. At your disposal. On a successful test, add an arcane stat to your affinity value. Affinity value. On complex test, add 2 arcane stats to your affinity value. There we go. That kind of makes that makes a bit more sense. As a spell slinger, you may test mental or physical to manipulate the force to manipulate forces at your disposal. There we go. To manipulate forces at your disposal on a successful test, add an on a failure, take damage equal to the difference. In I want to take that math out. I want to succeed or fail. Did you succeed? You hit him. Did you not succeed? Didn't hit him. Did you fail? He hit you. Is that interesting? Is it interesting enough? Is it limiting? Is it too limiting? Is it not limiting enough? Quick to pick up, hard to master. Great depth, yet ease of understanding. I'm close, I think, I hope. At least for me. Of course, everything I think is simple to understand ends up being word soup to other people, and that's its own sort of frustration. Cycle a card or take damage. You may hurl projectiles. Hurl projectiles. Any force at your command. Yeah. It did. Good. Cycle a ready card or take damage. As you scramble to recover. Um, um, uh, to cause magic projectiles of any force at your command. You may double the cost of a spell to cause any magical projectiles you hurl to erupt. One foot radius. With 1 foot of radius per AV. And then we go here and we add a text box and we pull it right here and we put it to this and we do this and we come here and we go with that. I didn't ask how big the room was. Can't italicize it. No, it's not. I'm editing some words here. Um, I can't change there's nothing I was able to italicize. The font for italics text. Yeah, maybe. I'll deal with that in a bit. Affinity value on a complex size add 2 arcane set. Or take damage. I was trying to find a way to put it that this. Oh, yes. Okay. Draw 3 primal forces. Choose 2. Choose 2 at your command. Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's. Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay. So, where's my spell slinger? 1415. Till I get these. I'm gonna redo these, I know. Yeah, it helps fill that space, which is really good. I agree. I like that. Okay. Let me find the other spell slinger and delete that. Okay. Probably could have just worked on that one instead of having to redo it. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe. I don't know. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Do you want food? What are you feeling like? That's important. Snacks are fine. No, I don't think taquitos. I think leftover chicken bake is fine for me. Thank you. Not really feeling taquitos. So, thank you. So, in theory, this would kind of clue you in that you need to pick a primal force which was what this was supposed to be. So Fire Tamer probably doesn't need to be Primal Flame. Primal Water. The Primal Water? Well, I don't think. I don't think necessarily need those, but whatever. We're just. So then that card tells you a little bit about this. And you pull one of these, sort of helps with that, right? Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. So, I think what I would like. There's a thing that happens in it's Cypher, and it's Powered by the Apocalypse, or any of those things, right? So the GM doesn't roll dice. I think what I could do is, like, if I had cards for them, maybe cards for bad guys, or just descriptive cards, or just like 4 cards, 5 cards, 7 cards technically, I guess, which would be like the different dice sizes. See which one is most difficult. That's it. So whatever the monster has, they have 4 stats, right? 3 stats. I'm not gonna give any magic they do, they're gonna just do. You know? But their stats come with 2 dice values, an attack value and a defense value. Because that should be different, I feel like. So if something's fighting back, you're going to roll both of those at the same time. And we're going to find out right then if it hits you. Right? Yeah, I think that'll be interesting. That'll be something. The Rune Reader is something I'm going to have to get rid of. That's a little too close to... that's a little too close to... Like, if I had full spells, maybe that would be a little easier to do. I don't... Man, I really thought I'd get further today. I am having a struggle. And that is super frustrating. Just because I know I'll be busy at work tomorrow. No, I know. I know. Thank you, Pixie. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah. So, oh, thank you, Panda. I genuinely appreciate it. I thank you, Voodoo. I sincerely appreciate it. I would love to. I don't know that taking care of. I'm very broken. But aside from that, I'm just. You know, I'm alright. I'm alright. Um, so. Let me think. So what other. So would it. So would we even need another class besides the the spell slinger? Because what. I mean. So we can throw things. And these kind of give you the ability to control stuff. But there were others. I think others should maybe grant primal or mystical forces. I don't know. Right? Yeah, it's thank you. I think I have to call. I have to just decide what to call them. Right now, I'm calling them primal forces, but that might not be right. Maybe I should call them energies. Maybe I should call them elements, magics, or just magics. Maybe that might just be the because there's so many more, right? Because I've got this whole chart. Those have to be done. Those have to be done. There's no question. We got to do those. Manifest, yeah, but so manifest. Sure, go for it. Gather, repel, control existing. A beam is connecting 2 points. Hurl projectiles, aura, complex shape. Wear his armor, wield his weapon, mark with some sort of pre-programmed effect. Tough to tell. So these I'm thinking are gonna be also them. So let me see. Delete, shift up, and no, delete, shift up, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a good number. I like that number. Although those two are a little problematic. I think a mind is going to cover a lot of weight for illusion and knowledge information, right? Space is going to cover a fair amount of movement. It's all the teleportation spells is space. That's what that is. Gates and stuff like that. I think these down here are gonna be, they need their own classes. They need those are only gonna come from like class cards, right? Is thunder enough of one? I don't know that thunder is by itself. I know lightning is very evocative. Maybe those should be put together as like a storm. Yeah, make it storm. Yeah. But cold is not represented, so maybe that would be... So maybe cold. I was gonna say wind is cold, but... not always. Oh no, not that. Didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that. This is one I'm not real sure about. Maelstrom. No, I'm fine with Storm. Storm's fine. I mean, I'll rename it later. I just need the concept. Just need the concept. I'm going to just go with lightning on this one. And thunder is going to be a byproduct of lightning. That's what it's going to be. Because storm, I feel like, takes a chunk of things away from wind. Wind and water make a storm. Right? That's my idea. Lightning. Lightning is going to be its own. Cold is going to be its own. Death. Life, light, and dark. Those are usually separate, or those are usually folded together, but I think because we're being very flexible with them, yeah. Um. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't feel very amazing today. Um. So here, cause like, here's the thing. I wanna. All these things I wanna do. I want to encourage creativity, and I think that giving them elements and then the classes allow them different control of those elements. Um, um, just call them elements, right? Um, yeah, because so if it's over here, right? Let's get a little closer here. Um, uh, 3 magical elements. Choose 2. At your choose 2 at your command. Right, so if we go with that, and then back here, and then these are not primal, they're magical flame. This is a little, but we can, you know. The magical flames of Arnor. I know that's a... Magical waters of Wushu. Just elements. Yeah, elements. Magical Earth, whatever. It's getting bogged down a little bit. Hunter. What is that? 3579. Yeah, 357911. 19. That's dumb. Um, yeah, I know it is. Um, yeah, I've done all right. I've done some decent stuff. I So I like the idea of the tactician. I don't want to add more. I don't want to add too many more cards. I know, at this point I need to stop, as I'm running my head into a wall. I know, guys. I appreciate it. God. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I think the Exorcist might not work. That's gonna change. Maybe. That's gotta change. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. You're very. I appreciate it. You're very kind. I think this is where I need to start. What there needs to be done? Because the tapping the cards in order to use the stats on them is good. I think taking these pools out is... I think taking those away is where I have to go. Yeah. I think so. And I don't know, is it too, because that's very much powered by the apocalypse, right? If you succeed, you're fine. If you fail, you get, well, like in Blades in the Dark, if you fail, you get a resilience check. And if you succeed that, then, like, a bad thing happens, but you don't get hurt. So I don't know. Maybe that should be something where I want something a little more. I want those things to matter. I want equipment to matter. I want, choices to matter, approaches to matter. I want all of that to matter, but I don't want it to slow us down. And all of that slows us down. Hey, McNancy. Kind of running my my head into a wall at this point. I appreciate you stopping in. Like the wealth and the style. Gotta hold on to those. I don't gotta. I guess I can. But it's that math keeping that I'm not sure of it being helpful. Right? Let the cards speak. Let the cards speak. That, I think, needs to be a design philosophy. Yeah. Let the cards speak. So injury cards need to be plentiful. Injury cards need to be what the monsters, what the opposition flip. That needs to be the adventure deck. It needs to be a setback, deck, consequence deck, and an adventure deck for the DM. And it's about the cones. Yeah, the cones of Dunshire, I know. I mean, at that now I want a calzone. Thank you, McNancy. Calzone does sound really good. Oh well. You started it. What, you think we're gonna talk Parks and Rec without bringing up food? Yeah, I did the thing. But, little Greek salad, maybe some little rolls of mozzarella and ham or pepperoni in there, a little oil, a little vinegar, some salt, some pepper, get that kind of tang and the spice, a little bit of maybe some earthy red peppers, hint of spice, without waffles. Oh, I know, but waffles, sweet waffles is a weird thing because you want that savory, buttery waffle that you add the syrup to on top of that. And then, I mean, calzone's just a good dense bread because sometimes your pizza the pizza crust being too dense is really just rough. But yeah, you can come over. Of course. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to remove these, like, hit point pools. I don't think we need those. I think... Yeah, calzones are, I like a little ricotta. I don't like a lot of ricotta. Too much ricotta just is like goo, you know? There was a place called Broadway Pizza. It used to do great calzones. I was in college. They'd be open till 4 a.m. They were like the only place. Knew all the waitresses there, and they used to love that me and my friend Dante would take up a booth in the after hours, just playing chess and talking bullshit. Yeah. So I think armor is going to absorb a certain number of wounds for you. Broadway Pizza near your house. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree with that, McNancy. That was the thought. That's a better way. You know. I think armor can absorb some physical wounds. Right? Armor might exhaust, too. So you have to, like... It can't absorb 3 in a row, right? It's gotta... Can only absorb so much before it starts slipping through. Yeah, I agree. That would be better. So I like that. So we don't have to add anything up there. I think the affinity value, or just maybe I need to rename that, just an arcane stat. Healed to be cycled, and status cards have their own specific way of cycling them. I'm fine with them being cycled, like any other card, because they're already preventing an action on a turn, and wounds would probably have penalties on them anyway. So, you know, a physical wound would probably reduce all physical checks by 1, right? Or a -1, you know, something like that. You know, temporary healing could set it aside, take it off your spread, but you'd have to well, just sit it. No, I meant, but on top of that, could do both. Both sit there and reduce your values. Easy to Spell is live. Oh, good for them. Sorry, I looked at my phone. Am I okay? Who knows? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think things that are gonna live. Yeah, we're on a similar page, McNancy. We're on a similar page. Guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I've kind of been hemming and hawing for a minute, and I've lost my brain a bit. I'm gonna send you guys on a raid. We're gonna send you over to Easy to Spell, with two L's because it's easy to spell, and they did it wrong anyway. Show them some love. They've been very busy. They got some great guys over there, and they're definitely part of our extended family. I'd love to get as many DMs kind of looking at the game over the weekend, because it is a long holiday weekend. I just got to get through tomorrow. So I'm going to do some big design things, and I'm going to see if... I know I need to include some... like instructions, right? But I'm hoping if I can put them on like 3 cards, 4 cards, maybe, so that between your hand of like actions and the information on the spread in front of you, it would be understandable. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I really appreciate it. This is, I know it's a marathon, but I guess I'm just eager. I'm trying to sprint. In any case, please show the people at Easy to Spell some love. Really appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you guys later, but until then, be cool.